Police try to up on me, but I pulled it out. Bow, bow, bow. But this nigga think about. This nigga almost lost his booty up at Diddy house. Rich had me that cost me like $250. It is bitch cheat on me, cut off a T. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker. Yes.
Oh, the trimmer. Yeah.
Chad, should I shave my beard or not? They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. Boom, 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 foul, I'ma air it out. I just took hella shrooms, got lost in my house. I'm a young rich nigga sleeping on the couch. Police try to up on me, but I pulled it out. Bow, bow, bow. But this nigga think about. This nigga almost lost his booty up at Diddy house. Rich had me that cost me like $250. It is bitch cheat on me, cut off a T. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it.
Fucking clubbing every nigga tryna ban me. Stole that shit, give me that, I'm the top G. Stitching on me, dog, you said we was family. Like Chris Tyson switching on me like a tranny. And on Twitter, they don't fucking understand me. Ban me from everything, I don't give a fuck. Clavicular, I'ma hit him with the Cybertruck. Vehicular, driving off with the #1. Killing kids that they act like they cannot see. What a stomach, everybody wanna drop me. Taking steak deals, thought you had 8 figures. I'm not taking no shit from a wall kisser.
They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it.
Rate that song 1 to 10.
I like it. I would say 8. I like it.
Damn.
My guy. Thank you, doggy.
Hey, I appreciate having the honor to do that.
Gather near, the time draws nigh. 90.1 fills the sky. Ready hour beckons you within. Let the sacred rites begin. Ready hour, ancient wisdom we evoke. Knowledge passed through time and space. Join our prepared embrace. All the patriots supply divine. Sacred stores align, align. Great doctors power blessed and bright. Guides us through the darkest night. A lexicon sets us free. Join our sacred company. Higher powers we must grow. Stronger signals we must show. Revolt Radio, sacred ground, where the chosen gather round. In our circle sworn to stay, till the ready hour holds sway.
mom died in a heartache. Yeah, she died in a heartache. Yeah, I'm beat up in a heartache. Me mom died in a heartache. Me mom died in a heartache. Me mom died in a heartache. Yeah, me mom died in a heartache. I'm gonna talk to see the love. Me mom died in a heartache. I'm in the guzzly, yeah. He wondered about how she say them. How many links to fight? He wondered about how she crying. Every time I slurp, give her all this shit to serve. Back in the dark, but let me been why I'm picking my heart in the night. No better now. Be no better now. Yeah, be no better now. Let this love steal your heart. Be no better now. Be no better now. Yeah. Tower stands alone, 90.1, broadcast through the storm, warning everyone. Frequency cuts through the gathering storm, signal bleeds into a brand new form. Can you hear the transmission? Can you feel it break? 90.1, 90.1. The sky is cracking open. 90.1. Scrapes the clouds, voltage in the air. REVOLT screams out loud from the stratosphere. Red lights start to spin, our frame begins to bend. Something's coming in. This is not the end. The transmission. Can you feel it break? 90.1, 90.1. The ground is 90.1. Tune in, lock down. The frequency holds the key. Turn up, stay grounded. This is the last degree. 90.1.
Revolt, revolt, revolt. A beat. The straight up your back. It's Joe with the guys.
Voices rise from distant hills, the frequency that binds us still. 90.1, the call resounds, where all who seek the truth are found. 90.1, the frequency of fire.
Revolt, revolt, the airwaves break their chains. 90.1, thunder through the flames. All voices join as one. The anthem has begun. Revolt's radio, our battle has been won.
Across the valleys, through the storm, no voice will ever stand alone.
The dial turns, the signal clear. 90.1, we gather here.
We gather here, the frequency draws near.
Revolt, revolt, the airwaves break their chains. 90.1, thunder through the flames. All voices joined as one. The anthem has begun. Revolt's radio, our battle has been won. Fortuna nobis cantat. Fortune sings to us, Novanta punctum unum. 90.1, libertas per freedom through the air. Revolt, the airwaves break their chains. 90.1, thunder through the flames. All voices join as one. The anthem has begun. Revolt's radio, our battle has begun.
Welcome. A little late, 5 minutes over. We didn't get all the intro songs in. We're gonna start a little bit early. We're putting the scenes together. I'd like to duplicate, make a duplicate of that we can switch to. Oh my god! So we can have multiple tabs. Yes. Know how to do all this dumb. Oh. All right, here we are on the Revolt Radio Show. That's the 10-minute break timer. The intro timer. Let's see if we can't switch this back to the regular Facebook and YouTube there. And we have Instagram. We're going to start off with local corruption. Local corruption, and then we're going to hit big stuff. We're just, going to hit all of it, but more local corruption here on the Facebook, the homepage where you see your friends post, the shares, the repost, and all the pages you're following, and not just the page shorts when you click a short. Okay. All right, hold on. Thought I had all this ready. I do not. All right, we're live. Revolt Radio 90.1. Uh-oh. Sorry. I thought docs the locals here. Brunswick. Here we are. Live. All right. There's Facebook. 2.2. If we can get a window capture. Oh, something else. Desktop 2, no. All right. Back to desktop 1. And just put it there. All right, let's see what we got here. Whatever. I don't know. Here we go. We're working on it. We're live. There we go. Doom scrolling here, our first show. It's a show where we do a little bit, the afternoon drive here for the local catching up on the radio and for the worldwide here on Facebook. We stream it live since I don't think this stuff survive on YouTube. But eventually we're gonna set it up, go back to YouTube and then stream that live to Facebook. Recording and saving, re-uploading to the Revolt Radio YouTube and the Revolt Radio on Rumble. Had to make a new page because of inactivity and never posting nothing. They just deleted it. So now we're gonna start posting stuff of this, taking this a little more seriously. We doom scroll Facebook, we doom scroll all the social medias, go through the Instagram or the YouTube shorts, finishing with the worst one right now is Instagram. Full on anti Semitism was allowed for a while. They've started censoring certain real extreme things here once again, and we're going to cover it right here on the Revolt Radio 90.1 Facebook page. We're on Rumble, we're on YouTube. Just give us a follow. We're over 200 on Facebook here. Appreciate it. There's some of the other Facebook pages. If you're watching us on Facebook, we got my page, DJ DIAKO. That's DJ Diako. The Earth is Flat, Bro. and 5D Music. Just a few Facebook pages there for backups. All right, let's get into it right now. Want to see where we're at here. I think that'll work towards the top. Some meme here for the radio people. Seeing normies on here showing far more concern for two meaningless halftime shows than they did about all the revelations of famous, powerful men committing unspeakable acts against children combined. I probably should have told this Super Bowl ritual, post ritual, whatever, you know. I just wasn't even going to act like it existed as a part of my deal until family pulled up last minute with food saying, "Where is it? Where is it? I'm feeding. Come on, once a year. Come on, man." And then didn't even watch the second half. It's not the same. Nobody gathers, and so I just don't feel like for a majority, it's not hitting like it used to. Knowing that the NFL is the biggest trafficking thing, event, ritual, Super Bowl. Look up the whole thing on that. And it goes on to say, maybe we deserve what's being planned for us. I mean, we sit here and do nothing, but we, this French speaking is getting a little bit of annoying here. We, like we, I'm sorry, we, people, starting to hit differently. Oh, she's wheelchair. Okay, it's clothing. Oh, damn. Okay, what's going on here? And then of course AI. Let's go to now doubting. Thought I was in that group. I think I'm in the other group. Maybe not. Make sure I need to be in that group. Okay. I think there's another group. Broken Arrow High School. A dang good stadium for high school. What the hell? College stadiums don't even look like that, especially at the D2 level. Damn. But still walking out right now. Let's put in the comments. And we're viewing them live, no matter what school you're in, preferably. Uh-oh. Posting that on Fox 23 in the comments. Um, so yeah, this protest comes after the students from Nathan Hale, Edison, Mustang, and Tink held similar protests last week. You gotta just completely walk out. You can't just go away and go home. And they got the things on the end of the field too. Wow, they get the money for that. And D2 colleges don't go support your D2 college. That's crazy. And they probably pack it out there in Broken Arrow too. If all of them are seated, that's crazy. Anyway, I was gonna do sports here. So let's check. See what we got on here. If there's anything that's live. I don't think so. Today's only the 10th. I'm sorry, the 9th. There's your NIAA. Basketball starts up tomorrow being Tuesday, and then you got Wednesday. It kicks back on with all your teams. Pittsburgh State versus Missouri Western. Um, Central Missouri versus Northeastern State. Missouri State women versus Northwest Missouri State. Nebraska Kearney versus Newman. Let's see. Fort Smith or Eufus is playing Washburn. They got a good basketball team. Fort Hays State, the largest basketball arena in D2, is going to, or is playing Import State. I think it's a home game. And then you got the Central Missouri men. Let's see the Missouri State men. Not seeing the UCO. But we got some baseball going on the 13th. So that's it. Next Wednesday, that's the next MIAA games. Let's get into it. There's Lee Daniel. Read me this. The state, Florida, is the plaintiff. How can somebody have injured them? Injury to his rights. Is Florida male? He. Does the state have rights or do the people? So when the cause is the state of blank versus in legis corporate fictional name? To me, it's void ab initio from conception. The state of Florida can't fog up a mirror. The ends legis name the state can't either. So who's the injured party? Where's the victim's affidavit and injury and harm? Are you catching on? These kangaroo courts are ran by individuals who create false claim charges against the end legis, stonewall you, the living, in court, fabricating documents to imprison the living in their private persons owned by the judges. They keep you in a loop of silent treatments, gaslighting, and smear campaigns, whilst living in fear of losing your freedom. And she shows a reference from a legal reference, plaintiff practice, he who in a personal action seeks remedy for an injury to his rights. So the legal definition there. I don't want to read all the credit thing, ham on parties, all that. Here we go, a creepy Super Bowl commercial. Let's
The
get it.
Super Bowl.
I didn't watch the commercials. I came in and checked the score every now and then because family was watching it. Didn't give two craps. Didn't know who was in the finals. I watched D2 football. Don't even know what OU's doing. I stopped watching them when they got good all of a sudden. And my team sucks, but they'll come back. We're doing good, UCO D2. I don't watch the Super Bowl.
Did you guys see the commercials during the Super Bowl? The Ring commercial? And I don't think actually many of you did because you don't watch the Super Bowl because you know it's bread and circuses anyway. But check out this new commercial and tell me this isn't freaking creepy.
This is Milo. Pets are
100K likes.
family. But every year, 10 million go missing. And the way we look for them hasn't changed in years. Until now. One post of a dog's photo in the Ring app starts outdoor cameras looking for a match. Search Party from Ring uses AI to help families find lost dogs. Since launch, more than a dog a day has been reunited with their family. Be a hero in your neighborhood with Search Party. Available to everyone for free right now. Join the neighborhood at ring.com.
Okay, hold on a second though. Did you know that Ring, Amazon's Ring, of course it's Amazon, the Ring, Gollum, Lord of the Rings, the all-seeing eye. Look, Amazon's Ring is the largest civilian surveillance network the U.S. has ever seen. In December 2019 alone, 400,000 devices were sold. And now, that was in 2024, there was 10 million Americans that had this installed on their doorbell. And you may be thinking, but if it can catch lost dogs, that's great. But you know how our cell phone, we're using the front end of it right now, but you know there's a back end, right? Millions and millions of people putting up surveillance devices. Yes, they've caught bad guys with them, I get it. But pretty soon, every square inch of our countries will be under surveillance. And I just find it interesting that that's also part of the plan, but people are voluntarily doing this anyway. It was kind of like when Pokemon Go came out and everyone was filming everything. You know that was a job to do, right? They wanted a bunch of footage. They want to take pictures of everything. They put Pokemon in spots they want people to take videos of. I'm not even joking. The company that made Pokemon Go is connected to the CIA. Not kidding. I know it sounds typical conspiracy, but do your own homework. I'm serious. According to this Reddit user, and I'm sure there's other articles, that's just what I came off the top of my head. Off the top of Google's search results, which you know that no one scrolls past the first page of Google results. If you can control the first page, by the way, you basically control the flow of information for millions and millions of people. So this is absolutely wild. Let me know your thoughts about Ring cameras. Do you have one? And comment your thoughts in the comments below and follow for more. Did you guys see the commercials during the Super Bowl?
He says, I don't sleep with vaccinated women. Some fat chick, I don't know, it's not that fat, but clearly nurse like, clearly triple vaccinated, boosted, everything else. All four in the double boosters. Yay, the vaccines work. Uh, the LAPD here, it says, sent officers to train in Israel. Officials can't explain what they learned. Told you guys, now it's being confirmed. So that's why they've been the most corrupt department. That's crazy. Get that up there where y'all can see it for a second. Wow. So you don't know, the LAPD and many departments across the country, and then the people that train all the other departments, it's the same places for most departments in the state. They go to the same nearby. Dill has been trained by the IDF. And what is else other people have said and whistleblown that we've been trained to do what they're doing to the Palestinians to us right now. This is one of those we gotta check the comments here for other sources or people's reminding me of stuff I can't remember. Seems like LAPD has too much money and too little oversight. Reminds me of school. Reminds me of School of the America training, Central and South American police at the beginning that later became Death Squad operative. Will the police be bombing brown people in hospitals too? Yeah, maybe. Fear for their lives always be the victim. Let's see. This is shocking and disgusting. Another guy wrote. Let's see. Disinformation tactics most likely from people that don't have issues with committing genocide. ACAB again. Let's see. They're probably all shown some bright lights and patterns, then blacked out, and now they're back and everything's good. My Korean cough. A lone occupying force tactics. Let's see. Gavin Newsom, what to explain? They tag him. Probably how to get rid of anti Semites. Probably learn how to shoot unarmed kids. That's why they shoot people in the back all over. The new Gaza. Jews taking over LA and New York. Let's see, this tells you the little teeny state in the Middle East controls the big giant state of the West. Wow, all caps. Duquois, I don't know how you say that name. Allen says, where are the LEP members sounding off what they learned? Surely they are seeing this. They can't say is what it says, clearly. Seems like insider trading and terrorism to me. There's a catalog because it was all in Hebrew. Interesting because there's more anti-Israel city in the U.S. than L.A. Is there more anti-Israel city? That's what I'm saying. And that's why, because they know all their cops are compromised and trained by the Jews. So you wonder why your own Mexicans and brown people, natives, whatever, working for ICE for that 50K bonus and then getting paid. It's a sign-on bonus, so you get paid 50,000 and you get paid per hour, right? Why? Learning IDF tactics, says Chuck Raines. Let's see, we need to let go of this delusion that they are on our side, Mike says. That's crazy. I mean, let's see, did they hold up the wall? Did they go? Their training was visible in Minnesota. Again, ICE, if you still don't confirm that they were trained by the IDF and that a lot of former current IDF is over here setting up their plate tracking, AI tracking on civilians. Some of them have even admitted that. Go after the noticers first. Oh, well, they're too anti Semitic. Um, where do you think ICE agents are trained? Oh, this is a picture. I don't know if I can show it, but it wasn't removed. So let's see. Day 2, unalienable rights. What can never be taken? There you go. Declaration of Independence, stuff like that. It's no longer a right. This image they made says no longer. Sorry. No matter how far the bar of decency is lowered, Republicans still manage to slither right under it. It's both sides, two wings of the same bird. The beak is a big old fucking Jew beak. Let's see, no one voted for Jewish supremacy. I'm saving that one. It's like one of those signs that you could change the letters, like outside of a restaurant or something, or a hotel or whatever. Yes, no one voted for Jewish supremacy. They were trained in how to wear tactical diapers. That's pretty funny. Well, because they're the synagogue. So. Keep the world clean for the radio listeners. They're throwing a, it's the trash can with a little, not really a stick man, but a black shadow figure, you know, like an outline of a man. It's not really a stick man, though. It's got a shape to it. And he's throwing away the Israeli flag, the Star of Renfam, Synagogue of Satan, Moloch worship. And what confirms that is that their highest book of Jewish law, the Talmud, has been confirmed now to be book of pedophilia, Jewish pedophilia, the god of pedophilia, Moloch. That's his book of worship, which they recently had that big cow in Chicago, and a lot of people still don't know that they did that. All right, so did I even do no? So let's see. Here we go. I'm saving that. This guy went off a big, multiple 5, 6 paragraphs, which is what we need. I'm gonna paste that into documents. I got stuff related to my case that might show on screen too. Them stealing and selling my car. I got the GRDA police with the tow company colluding. This is opening that link that he's got too with something as an example. If this thing will unfreeze before we lose. Well, we're froze. Alright. Damn it. Come on. So it's not just LAPD. It's trickling down to small. Shit. Make sure we're unmuted here. Smaller departments too. Sorry. The adoption of Israeli tactics by American police forces a threat to constitutional rights and community safety. In an era of heightened global security concerns, American law enforcement has increasingly turned to international partners for training and tactical expertise. Among these, collaborators with Israeli security entities, including the Israeli Defense Forces (IDF) and Mossad, Israel's national intelligence agency, have become particularly prominent. These exchanges often framed as counterterrorism initiatives, involve the adoption of tactics honed in conflict zones like the occupied Palestinian territories. While proponents argue that such training enhances preparedness against threats, critics contend that it imports militarized and surveillance heavy approaches that undermine the American protections and paradoxically make communities less safe. This essay explores the mechanisms of these adoptions, their dangers to civil liberties, and their counterproductive effects on public safety. Now I'm gonna have to like switch this over and I don't know if I can and retitle this thing to the police compromised by IDF. Police compromise, American police forces have been adopting IDF and Mossad tactics through structured exchange programs that date back to the 1990s and intensified after the September 11th, 2001 attacks. Organizations like the Anti Defamation League, the ADL, the Jewish Institute for National Security of America, the Georgia Institute of Law Enforcement, the Georgia International Law Enforcement Exchange, GILE, facilitate these initiatives, sending thousands of U.S. officers to Israel or hosting Israeli training centers in the United States. For instance, the New York Police Department maintains a liaison office in Israel for ongoing intelligence sharing and counterterrorism training, while departments in cities like Memphis, Atlanta, and Minneapolis have participated in seminars on urban warfare, bomb detection, and crowd control. The Deadly Exchange campaign, in quotes, by Jewish Voice for Peace highlights how these programs expose U.S. officers to IDF methods, including aggressive restraint techniques and militarized responses to protests, which are then applied domestically. Mossad's influence, while less overtly documented than the IDF's, appears in the realm of intelligence and surveillance tactics. As Israel's premier spy agency, Mossad specializes in covert operations, electronic monitoring, psychological profiling methods that have reportedly filtered into the U.S. Policing, policing through joint trainings and private contractors. Leaked files from the Blue Leaks trove reveal that U.S. agencies have received direct intelligence briefings from the IDF on Muslim extremists, often intertwined with Mossad source data promoting racial and religious profiling. Social media discussions on platforms like X, formerly Twitter, frequently link Mossad to training in Krav Maga, a combat system emphasizing maximum damage in other marginalized groups. For example, historical parallels are drawn to Mossad's role in training foreign secret police, such as Iran's Savak under the Shah, which employed torture and surveillance. So that was the Jews, the Shah. We want the Shah back because that's the Jew. Tactics echo the modern U.S. program. These adoptions are not isolated. They represent a broader, quote unquote, exchange of worst practices, where Israeli experiences in Israeli experiences in occupied territories inform U.S. approaches to domestic unrest. Nuts. The importation of these tactics pose significant dangers to Americans' constitutional rights, particularly those enshrined in the First, Fourth, 14th Amendments. The IDF and Mossad inspired methods often prioritize control preemption over due process, leading to widespread violations. For instance, training in racial profiling and mass surveillance, hallmarks of Israeli security operations, has been linked to unconstitutional practices like stop and frisk programs, which disproportionately target communities of color and infringe on Fourth Amendment protections against unreasonable searches and seizures. Amnesty International has criticized these exchanges for teaching violent suppression of protest, eroding First Amendment rights to free speech and assembly, as seen in aggressive policing of Black Lives Matter demonstrations and pro-Palestine rallies. In cities like Minneapolis, where officers are trained in Israel, so in Minneapolis too, report documents patterns of excessive force and discrimination that violate equal protection under the Fourth Amendment. Moreover, Mossad-style intelligence tactics encourage warrantless monitoring and data collection, raising privacy concerns and enabling suppression of dissent, as evidenced by the use of Israeli drone technology in U.S. policy. A 2019 report on those programs warns that they foster a militarized mindset that treats civilians as potential threats, leading to civil rights abuses documented in Justice Department investigations. Critics argue that this creates a chilling effect on political expression, transforming policing into a tool state of control rather than public service. Beyond constitutional erosion, the adoption of these tactics can make communities less safe by undermining trust, escalating conflicts, and failing to reduce crime. Research from Princeton University and proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences (PNAS) demonstrates that the militarized policing does not enhance officer safety or deter violence. Again, I'm gonna read that again because that's a great point right there. That demonstrates militarized policing does not enhance officer safety or deter violence. Officer safety. We just could say that and get to arrest anybody. Officer safety. Step out the car. What did I do wrong? Nothing. I'm in fear for my life. Step out the car. I'm autistic and I'm on crack too, and I can't handle my job. I'm scared that I might die by the civilians because I bother innocent civilians. I don't go after actual crime. Sorry. All right, here we go. It does not enhance officer safety or deter violence. Instead, it harms police reputation and public confidence. It harms police. When officers deploy IDF-inspired crowd control measures, or IDF stop and we're going to stop everybody and assume they're up to something until we prove that they're not. Leave us alone. Quit looking on the side of the road, running traffic. That's revenue generation. Let's see, that's not officer safety and that's not public safety. Right? It's 2:38. I think we're going to keep going, but after this, we're going to take a quick little 10-minute break. I got to check the mail for this package. But come on now. That's nuts. So when officers deploy IDF-inspired crowd control measures like tear gas, rubber bullets, or chokeholds, tensions rise, leading to cycles of retaliation and unrest. As observed in the 2020 George Floyd protest, even though that guy was an agent or something like that, a failed rapper that sold out, found another way in, probably didn't even really die. The alienation is particularly acute in marginalized communities where Mossad influenced surveillance tactics foster paranoia and reduce cooperation with law enforcement, making crime solving harder. Studies show that such approaches increase civilian harm without corresponding safety gains, with black individuals nearly 3 times more likely to face lethal force. Furthermore, the post 9/11 militarization amplified by Israeli training diverts resources from the community-based policy to aggressive tactics, exacerbating inequality and instability. As one analysis notes, true public safety stems from trust and de-escalation, not imported methods from conflict zones that view residents as adversaries. Now we've confirmed that all police see us as the enemy and have declared war on us, and they're trained in Israel to do such. What are we going to do about it? The local police are in on it too. And nobody's doing nothing. That's nuts. In conclusion, the adoption of the IDF Mossad tactics by American police forces represents a troubling convergence of international militarism and domestic law enforcement. While intended to bolster security, these practices endanger constitutional rights through profiling, surveillance, and force, while simultaneously eroding community trust and safety. They can arrest you for anything. They get to say, "I want to arrest you," and get away with it. To safeguard democracy, policymakers must heed calls from groups like Amnesty International and Voice for Peace to end these exchanges, as cities like Durham, North Carolina have done by banning such trainings. So they're already banning it. In Durham, North Carolina, only by prioritizing rights, respecting community-oriented policing can the United States foster human safety at all. So that's freaking needs a like right there. Yeah, let's see his Facebook link. See what that is. Oh, he copied and pasted that, guys, from somewhere else. I'll share it to my private Facebook, which y'all all should be sharing the stream if you're watching. And Charlie, in with a Charlie Kirk quote. We'll take a quick break. Jewish donors have been the number one funding mechanism of radical open borders, neoliberal quasi-Marxist policies. Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirky. Sorry. We'll be right back. The RFO show. We'll be right back here. I can't play the radio in between, but if you just go right above this, if you're watching on Facebook or the website, or if you go to the website, click listen live. Um, yeah, we'll have that audio going right now. Check it out here, Revolt Radio. We're back here on Revolt Radio. I'm about to come on to the real broadcast when this file ends. Bear with me here. Hey. Hey, get me on about. Hey, in, bro. Oh my God. I gotta put these bitches up. Like this, yeah, bro. Really. Okay, put mine in there. You have to watch the Paul Stevens thing again. I don't even know where to put this. I don't get fucked up, right? Alright, that's cool. Alright, radio. In 2 minutes, we'll be right back, man. Can we do that on a timer? 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Alright, there we go. We'll be do that. Okay, sorry. We're back from our quick break here. Thank y'all for tuning in. There it is. There it is. Corporation again. It's not the government, it's the corporation underneath the UN and Israel and everything else. New bill demands all law enforcement agencies to cooperate with ICE, and that was after the LAPD sent officers to train in Israel. You know, is going to continue here. This is even the Oklahoma Gaslight warning that ICE is now compromising, training, whatever. Let's just see what the Oklahoma Gaslight has to say. Reporting locally, right? Let's see. The Senate bill demands all law enforcement agencies to cooperate with ICE. Senate Bill 2013 would require every police department and sheriffs in Oklahoma to work directly with ICE. At least 25% of officers would be mandated to carry out immigration enforcement duties, and agencies that refuse could lose state funding. They would push local police into enforcing federal immigration law instead of focusing solely on public safety. This is dangerous for our communities. Oklahoma is already facing law enforcement shortage, and this bill would divert officers away from responding to violent crime and emergencies, redirecting already limited resources toward immigration enforcement. Is this really how you make America great? That's what he put after. So there's the bill summary. Wow. Or that was the bill summary we just read. Let's see what we got here.
Because the default judgment usually tells me one thing right away. The courts never heard your side. A lot of people think default means they lost on the facts. That's not what it means. Default just means the court says you didn't show up, so we move forward without you. Now, here's where the opportunity comes in. For a court to enter a valid judgment, they need proper service, proper notice, and jurisdiction, of course. If any of that is missing, the judgment is not just unfair, it can literally, legally be void. That's why I always start with the question with, were you actually served? Was it the correct address? Was it a personal service or a substitute service? Is there proof in the file? If they can't prove service, due process was violated, and the courts take that seriously. So when someone tells me they have a default judgment, I tell them don't panic. I see leverage. Because now we can challenge the foundation of the case, not argue the story after the fact. Default judgments aren't the end. They're often the cleanest entry point to reopen the case the right way.
I don't know. What do y'all think? Got the new wave. The Epstein Files PSYOP is just a tool for this. By the way, anyone want to help me perfect my lawsuit? I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, they done sold my car in August. They took it in May. It's been this long, half a year. Months are flying by. Holy shit. They can't reset to the new order without dismantling the old order. That includes dismantling farm, at least we know it now, governments, politicians, food systems, transportation, financial markets, biological genders, family unit, farming, sustenance, energy, entertainment, industry, pretty much every other sector as well. This means a lot of toxic, awful toxic shit, and corrupt people, entities, and institutions will fall. But only to replace them with something even worse. That's March 23rd. Here's something for all vets. Before you argue, look this up. Posting for discussion only. I have not tried this. The firm dies exists, or doesn't it? From all presumptions and obligations with their service, you cannot return your natural original political status as an American state national. So for all those who have followed my instructions to recoup your birthright standing, this is one more hope for those who have served in the U.S. military. Satanic reasoning again. DD 2168, 1231. Satanic reasoning again. See, you're not applying to receive benefits by filing out the DD 2168. You're applying so that you are officially disqualified from receiving benefits under PL 95-2002. And that means that your discharge from the actual service is complete. It's backwards and upside down. Anti-intuitive, satanic. Think about this string of words. Federally connected civilian military service. How can you be civilian and military at the same time? It's a lie. It's an impossibility. It's an oxymoron. They are using a form of conscription that carries on into your civilian life if you don't object to it, which is why you send a letter along with the DD 2168 clearly stating your intent and your wish, as in the royal wishes of Her Majesty, to be completely discharged from all her military obligations, including federal citizenship. Period. Right? Otherwise, they assume that you're now civilian, volunteer doing military service, connected work for one or more of the branches of the military, and you never got discharged. So that's kind of like there's that side. That's where the Hamilton Military Tribunal, because they have that going on. You hear Dale Gribble from the old King of the Hill brought that up. I don't recognize a court that has the gold flag. The gold flag symbol. Yeah, furthermore, furthermore. This is some real shit though, from books. Now, cite the evidence and put it all. People may have been writing books on this, man. Who the hell is on Spire? What the hell is on the Spire officer's head? I believe this officer's harp. Wow, Sean Buckner. Can anyone explain to me why this thin blue line exists? It's the blue line of Israel. Hold on, before I even read what he says, I don't even know what he's gonna say. It's one of being trained by LOL. Most departments having to do it. We're covering it. The Jews are bragging about it. And this thing's going slow. Come on. Uh-oh. Stop. Uh-oh. Trying to put this there and it didn't work. Give me a second. Trying to put the page on the comment here. I target all the comment threads of the local pages like that. Let's read some comments. Now see what he said. Sorry. So what the hell is this on Spire Officer's head? I believe this Officer Tharp. Can you explain to me why the thin blue line exists? It's a disgrace in my eyes, as it defacement to the American flag. Every time I see it, it makes my blood boil. Anyone that has served in the military would understand this, even though they got flags that are backwards and upside. Oh, baby. My understanding is if you don't protect your fellow cops, then they will not protect you. It's sort of a gang. and you get no backup if you don't subscribe. Not always in the physical sense, but in the paperwork, what they see or didn't see. The patch they wear signifies that they will back other officers no matter what they do. It's sort of a gang sign. A lot of folks have no idea what its true meaning is. I do. It's the blue line is the Israeli flag color. It's like that United States of Israel. Let's see. That's what I think it is. It started out as a symbol to separate peace from chaos. Over time, it has morphed into something totally different. A calling card between cops, if you will. When a cop does something dirty, he knows who is with him and who is not. It's an organization inside an organization that is underwritten and unspoken rules. Don't be fooled by its Google definition. It signifies something totally different today. Comment below on what you think it means. Like and share and subscribe. This is a conversation that upsets them thin blue liners to no end. I asked ChatGPT, what does the thin blue line signify? ChatGPT said thin blue line symbol the most common associated with law enforcement. Its meaning can be verified depending on who's using it in the context. Core meaning. It represents the idea that police are the line between order and chaos, or between law-abiding citizens and crime. Blue refers to traditional colored police uniforms, often used to show support solidarity. Police officers, especially those injured or killed in the line of duty. Historical background. Phrase comes from the old term thin red line, used in the 1800s to describe British soldiers holding a defensive line. Over time, it was adapted to policing in the U.S. Why it's controversial, some see it as support police, others view it very differently. Some see it as the us versus them mentality being promoted between police and the public, instead of us together. Been used in context to oppose police accountability or reform. It's frequently displayed in response to movements calling out police misconduct. Yeah, whatever. It's like the not in my name. Wasn't me. Oh, and then it was. So declassified CIA documents from 1955 serve as undeniable proof that Adolf Hitler escaped to South America after 1945, detailing his movements and sightings with precise intelligence reports. One key memo outlines a trusted informant's account of Hitler living in Colombia under the alias Adolf Schreitelmeyer, complete with photograph from Tunja in 1954, showing him with an ex-trooper and notes on monthly meetings before his relocation to Argentina early that year. Routing sheets further confirm these details, tracking his path through Yahtzee paperwork and highlighting submarine arrivals in Mar del Plata. When he interrogated the supportive communities in Gonia and Bariloche under Perón's regime, the FBI files from 1945 to 47 reinforced this escape as a fact, investigating eyewitness reports of his arrival via U-boat and his establishment in hidden estates with no confirmed evidence contradicting his survival. Additional 1955 sheets link him to Colombia and Argentina, noting his connections to elites and networks that shelter him. While recent declassifications from 2020 through 2025 include those ordered by Mali and Argentina, expose U.S. intelligence ongoing pursuit of those leads, solidifying that the files prove he lived freely post-war without any bunker. Conclusion. These government release files, including Operation Paperclips, integration of German expertise in Odessa's facilitation through Vatican passports, establish the structures escape routes that assured Hitler's communication or continuation into the 1960s in the Andes, revealing the truth through the official record rather than rewritten narratives. What if he was still alive? That would be nuts. And there's pictures and all that on it. I went through that already. For the Facebook people. Go on. Here's 1955 writing sheet tracks it with radar. CIA chase leads on his Argentina hideout. Black outside protectors. He sipped coffee while world hunted ghosts. Another 55 sheet on Hitler sightings. Agents noted Columbia links. Nazi networks. Elites sheltered him. Protect secrets. No suicide. Sunny exile. Photo of Adolf Schuttelmeyer, whoever that is, in Colombia in 1954. It's Hitler. Disguise. Alive post-war. CIA news. Covered for war machine deals. The Furier relaxed abroad. Report confirms in Argentina. Why did the Jews cover it up? In Argentina, 1955. Source saw him with the Nazis. CIA buried it to hide rat lines. He lived there free. We got lies. So there's the documents. Oh, that's not true. Here we go. BA students 18 minutes ago. If you're there. This was posted 18 minutes ago. The Oklahoma Gaslights. They walked out to protest ICE. So much every single one of them that took them over out of their day to fight for their community. Remember, just because back in the day you found any excuse to skip school doesn't mean these kids have to follow your poor choices. Don't minimize others' efforts just because you disagree. This is Revolt. Put music over it. Sorry, radio listeners. Donald Trump's be burning an FC in every town, every village and borough. So this is the warning with Steve Schmidt. He said, I have an idea. Donald Trump should be burned in effigy in every town, village, borough, county across all 50 states on June 14th. He should be burned again on July 4th. Maybe just every day. No, you can cover it with that stuff, layer it, and literally look for you can literally look for make it burn slow too. And that would be awesome. Just sit there and cook for a week and then you do another one to save money. So yeah. Your favorite rich PDF files brag about their crimes to the world without consequence, and you go on watching your sports bowl like nothing happened. Go team go. Flames all around him. He's got his hat on, his beard. It's that little dog meme. House is on fire, but he's all good. Go watch the Super Bowl, folks. I wanted to do like, once I realized, oh shit, the Super Bowl, I wanted to go live and do like the Super Bowl, like some other content as an alternative, but I don't know. I don't care. Oh, this is crazy. I think it's almost 3:30. 3:30, we'll take another break. Real quick, we're going to switch it over here. Make sure the YouTube's ready. Might go doom scroll YouTube and Instagram here in a minute. If y'all want a spot on here, if you're going to run for office, we want to get some interviews. That would be cool. Oh, that was up until. See? Now she dresses like that. They're all cool. That's nuts, bro. Harlots. Harlots everywhere. Be right back. Alright, we're back. Internet's not working. My county, he says, Max Ryder, they'll write you a ticket for 3 days expired. No warning, no heads up, nothing. Straight to a ticket. 10,000 takes. Monitor surveillance network captures lawbreakers or anything like the motor. Scan registration tabs whenever you're behind someone at a stoplight, just to see if they're current. That's crazy. Oh, now they're saying Constitution is false law? Okay.
Constitution is a lie. You all fell for it, Epsteins. The law of the land, 1776.
Now you're awake.
The Little Season. You all forsook the biblical law. You all forgot, Steins. The law of the land, 1776. The Little Season. You all forsook the biblical law. You all forgot that sovereignty comes. It's the Bible. It's case law. Study by study, point by point. Abraham signed it with his signet. Do you read? We have to understand, everybody got duped. You were told, oh, just believe in the Constitution and patriotism. Oh, don't forget about capitalism. As opposed to, the Bible is the truth. The truth is the law. The truth will set you free. The law is hidden in a book. If you want to hide something, what do? You put it in a book, because they ain't gonna read it. Or if they read it, and they're under the black magic spell, which most people are, oh, we'll just continue to support those Democrat and Republican Epstein supporters. People don't look or read between the lines. They don't have the ability to comprehend. Since the world has been forced with this propaganda, which truly just doesn't make any sense to begin with. I don't know how people feel. I've never voted in my entire life. The only vote I ever gave was to the Lord, because voting equals a big... I don't know how you guys didn't stop voting like 5 years ago when you started to notice the fraud to begin with. I mean, come on. So the point is that everybody and people, whoever says, oh, just vote because it's going to make a difference. Fam, the same bird, two different wings. When you going to learn? The Constitution, it doesn't matter. When you base your life on the Constitution and not on biblical law, you're selling yourself short. You're selling yourself and your family short of the blessing that comes from following biblical law. You'd rather follow constitutional law. Now, I ain't saying it's 100% bad, but hey, it ain't the Bible. So if any of y'all try to violate my biblical rights, I'm taking you to the highest court possible. And the king himself might have to sue you. This is the attitude you have to take if you are to overcome this beast system. I know it sounds crazy, but the Bible truly is sovereign. When you follow the path, the way, that's why it's not called Christianity originally. It's called the way, the Hebrew. The Hebrew is the language of creation, the language of the Creator. No wonder they don't want us to learn it, and no wonder they made
Well, they was getting threatened to not have college or their scholarships, this, that, and the third, due to their support of Israel. Now it appears in Oklahoma here at RSU. Hold on, folks. Earlier today at RSU campus, many students and members of the community gathered to protest ICE the best way we can with art, speakers, live music, and cosplayers. That was February the 5th. We're all part of the event. Thanks to everyone who attended today. The RSU is pretty cool. They'll be protesting Israel. So here's something. I need to tell you all something. There's the 3 world wars written in a letter from Albert Pike to Gustav Mazzini, the head of the Illuminati at the time. It was written in 1871, which just so happens to be when the United States incorporated. If you read the First and Second World Wars world wars. In essence, they were contrived. There was a crisis created, and it all had an outcome. Now, I read the Third World War, and I'll explain it to you why they aren't doing anything right now to start off anti-Jewish comment. It's because it's part of the design. It says quite clearly that the political Zionism and the state of Israel and the Muslim Arab world will mutually destroy each other. That's in process. But if you read further down, it talks about bloody turmoil. Just read the damn thing. Everything's playing out like a script. And Albert Pike was the designer. I don't know if he was the designer of the script. It's all being done in an effort to take over the goddamn world. I don't know. Tomorrow I will go to DOJ to view the unredacted Epstein files. Thomas Matsey. What docs should I view? Include EFTA link and reply. I will sort the replies to this post by number of likes. So instead of making all of them, who's to be a single. This man single-handedly exposing all the corrupt DC Hollywood pedos. His life should be protected at all costs. Really? Okay, let's see what time we got now. It's almost 10:30. We're gonna do a 10-minute. We'll come back here and we'll move to like Instagram and get some more extreme and see what the Jews are up to. It's time for the final 3:30. We like to go 4, sometimes 4:30 if we are stretching over, on certain topics. We might start about 4:34. So we'll wait about 4. We'll come back. We'll check YouTube, and then we'll go into Instagram and see what the Jew final hour at 4. For the final 30 minutes. Sorry, 4:30. We got that 30 minutes just for an extension in case we run over with a special guest. And just get ready back to 5 o'clock Al Jazeera News. So this is Revolt Radio 90.1's Facebook and Radio Live RFO show. We're about to come back after this. You're watching on the website beneath the play button. You can pause this if you're watching the video and then click play to listen to the music. It's muted and we'll mute everything else possibly, so we can't do it no longer here on YouTube or Facebook in between in the background. So here we go. Go check out the Buy American page. Go follow all of our socials. We got a few hundred people that's came to the Facebook, and we appreciate that. Got more followers coming, more views, all that stuff. We're trying to get the message out. If you believe in warning everybody about the truth, will help us. We're trying to set up this transmitter somewhere, trying to find the right spot, and where you can get it in the car. Well, when people's phone die, what do? They go, well, they try to connect another phone. If that's not working, well, fuck it, put the radio on. And they just skip through channels trying to find one without the commercials. We don't have commercials, and low power is not really allowed to. We could just do sponsors. And so they'll hear this stuff all the time, and most people awake, the other people will be forced to deal with it. So we're trying to get on the FM and just wham right in between fake Zionism on the low end band. So make sure you follow those socials, hit the subscribe button on YouTube, and follow the Rumble page so we can go live there. Eventually, we want to make this like a whole network, local and national shows, and then we'll buy a TV, HDTV transmitter. I don't know if I want an HD. I like the analog, but who cares? A TV, if we get enough, we could buy an AM transmitter and a TV transmitter from like FM user, and they're pretty low price, but they still cost up there. We could repeat all this and go pirate We want something very extreme, very small. If you're in the neighborhood or in the town, can pick it up on the TV. AM radio, just blam. FM radio will just try eventually max out this 100 watts. But then when shit goes down, that's when everything just gets upped all the way. You know what I'm saying? We'll start small for months at 1 to 5 watts, increasing every few weeks to a month slowly. And then when we get up there, when we get comfortable, we get a good, decent backing, we'll be good to go. We're not right there. The website's not right there on the SEO yet. We don't got a domain, so we're trying to SEO the subdomain. So what you can do though on the phone, if you're on the website, click the link from Facebook, YouTube, wherever, the long subdomain link. You can save the homepage, and the mobile site will save like an app or whatever, and just open right there, and you'll have it. Boom. You could even do it from the live page too, and bam, there you go. You got it going live. You got mobile app, live news updates. Live weather updates here on the Facebook page. Eventually, we'll move probably back to the YouTube, get to where we can restream the YouTube to the Facebook. If you got good internet or another device, another tablet or something, we'll buy one online. Get a Windows tablet, then we're going to restream that onto the Facebook, and then we'll come back. Because we got a chance of severe storms coming in. What was that thing popped up? So let's just see what they're saying it's going to do now. They said it could be an outbreak of severe weather around my birthday in a few weeks. Let's see. Outlooks for Northwest Arkansas. Sorry, what Northwest and West Central Arkansas as well as much Eastern Oklahoma. Day 1, rest of the day and the night. Fire weather danger, risk limited. Area, Eastern Oklahoma. Onset, ongoing. Discussion. Let's see. Why am I reading all that? I blacked out for a minute, for a second, and started just reading this thing. I could do that all day and read stuff and zone out and think about something. My brain instantly did that. I'm sorry. Well above normal temperatures, breezy southerly winds, 15 to 20 miles an hour. Let's see. Minimum relative humidity values around 30%. Will remain. Limited fire spread potential through the remainder of the afternoon. Most favorable fire conditions will be spread across. I'm gonna get this shit over here. My bad. Will be spread potential across most of the. I don't know where I was. All right, I have to read it again. Well above normal temperatures, breathing southerly winds around 15 to 20 miles an hour. Minimum relative humidity values around 30%, and will maintain limited fire spread potential through the remainder of the afternoon. Most favorable fire conditions will be across portions of eastern Oklahoma, primarily north and west of I-44. Spotter emergency management. So no spotters. Let's see. Why did I do that again? Days Tuesday, high wind. No hazards Wednesday. Let's see. Thursday, thunderstorms. Heavy rain Friday, high wind Saturday, and high wind Sunday. Oh, heavy rain Saturday too. So probably in the morning. I don't know. Or it could just be. But yeah, thunderstorms Thursday. It's in 2 days. We'll be looking out for that. It's only Monday. Never mind. So tomorrow, high winds. Wednesday, nothing. And Thursday, it's thunderstorms. And got a lot of local events. Local stuff we got to get on the radio here. A lot of people are burning stuff. Be careful. Pack of wild dogs somewhere around Moonshine Road going after chicken. They said wild dogs. Probably these coyotes. These coyotes are getting people's chickens too. Let's see. This says cold front will bring gusty northwest sports on northwest Oklahoma. Storm system. Late Thursday night, continuing to Friday night. Okay. So that's the heavy rain. Just could be thunderstorms. But no, what else is going on around here? There was something else too. Oh, quilt class, Gore, Western Sequoia County, and Muskogee. You know, a lot of y'all do quilt stuff. I think it's like Thursdays. Seems to be something like that, right? So there's other events on Thursdays. There's basketball events, games, youth leagues. You know, a lot of these things are on Thursdays. Just be aware of the afternoon when these things start to kick off, or before they kick off. You know, right when the afternoon hits, when the pressure's changing, when the temperature's dropping. You know, 5 o'clock around that time. After that, or sometimes the temperature changes and warms up, and you'll see them around 2 o'clock. Those are some dangerous ones. You get the early afternoon when the pressure changes, and then the afternoon when it drops back down, and in the early morning you got 2 windows of thunderstorms too. So we're gonna be looking for that on here too. We're gonna take this break. It's almost gonna be 4 o'clock now, but honestly we might just blow it over a little bit. Who cares? Quick break. We'll be right back on your station for truth, Revolt Radio 90.1. We can do it. And then we'll go to doom scroll and full on anti Semitism. Let's see what we got. Full on Instagram seems to be like, wow, wow. Every third post at one time it was that song.
Want to hear something really fascinating?
Did you see the one with
Did you hear the smile theory?
Smile theory. What? There's this thing going around right now.
Oh, the trimmer.
Chad, should I shave my beard or not? They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. Boom, 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 bow, I'ma air it out. I just took hella shrooms, got lost in my house. I'm a young rich nigga sleeping on the couch. Police tried to up on me, but I pulled it out. Bow, bow, bow. But this nigga think about this nigga almost lost his booty up at Diddy house. Rich had me that cost me like $250. It is bitch cheat on me, cut off a T. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it.
Fucking clubbing every nigga tryna ban me. Stole that shit, give me that, I'm the top G. Stitching on me, dog, you said we was family. Like Chris Tyson switching on me like a tranny. And on Twitter, they don't fucking understand me. Ban me from everything, I don't give a fuck. Clavicular, I'ma hit him with the Cybertruck. Vehicular, driving off with the #1. Killing kids that they act like they cannot see. What a stomach, everybody wanna drop me? Taking steak deals, thought you had 8 figures. I'm not taking no shit from a wall kisser.
They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it.
Rate that song 1 to 10.
I like that. I would say 8. I like it.
Damn.
My guy. Thank you, doggy.
Hey, I appreciate having the honor to do that. Oh, the trimmer.
Chad, should I shave my beard or not? They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back. They want the old pump back, they want the old sneaker back.
Voices rise from distant hills, the frequency that binds us still. 90.1, the call resounds, where all who seek the truth are found. 90.1, the frequency of fire. Revolt, revolt, the airwaves break their chains. 90.1, thunder through the plains. All voices join as one, the anthem has begun. Revolt's radio war battle has been won. Across the valleys through the storm, no voice will ever stand alone.
The dial turns, the signal clear. 90.1, we gather here.
We gather here, the frequency draws near.
We're back. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. All right. Quick break here on the RFO show. Oh, let's go. Let's get it. YouTube now, and then quick right into Instagram. We're gonna get this doom scroll. It's not exciting now. Let's go. Revolt Radio 90.1 live updates. Al Jazeera and other sources. From Al Jazeera and other sources below. Damn.
And they say, did you hear the smile theory? Smile theory. What? There's this thing going around right now, and they say it's something you can do right now and it'll make you more attractive to everybody. So imagine smiling right now. Imagine it. Yeah. See, you almost smiled right there, right? Oh. So when they hear like smile and inside they're thinking about something happy, they kind of like give like a little like your cheeks like literally just want like this, feel me? Now this is real. If you start doing that when you walk around in public, people will be more attracted to you. Because you know how there's like a resting face? If you have that inner smile, people want to approach you more. So try it and see what happens. Did you hear the smile theory?
I'm ready. I'm ready. You ain't ready for shit. No touching, no touching.
I'm gonna butcher you. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mix martial arts. Let's do it. Let's do it. Whatever it takes to beat your face. Whatever it takes. You better be ready for everything, baby. This is mixed martial arts. So if you wear a crop top, you pussy. Fucking bust your face. Crop top, you pussy.
I haven't got it all set up yet, but damn, that was crazy.
But there is no actual text that shows that Christianity has racial superiority. Even though I see a lot of Christians say that, okay, you follow a desert religion of Islam, Christianity did originate from the same region. Jesus spoke Aramaic. Jesus was not from Ohio. He was born in Bethlehem and grew up in Nazareth, which is modern day Palestine. And I'll just finish my point and say the same thing. Islam does not have any of that racial superiority either. That's one thing that Malcolm X, why I resonated with Islam growing up. I read his book when I was 12. He believed that black people should return to Africa. He believed in segregation. He thought white people were the devil. He criticized Israel quite a bit. And then he went to Mecca and he became a real Muslim after leaving the Nation of Islam, which is, some people call it a cult. And some people say they were worshiping Elijah Muhammad. It got complicated. It was like a sect. Then he found real Islam and he left all that behind. And one of his last letters, he wrote to the Nation of Islam and said, in Mecca, I was praying side by side with white people. I was sharing a meal with people from all over the world. I stood shoulder to shoulder with different races. And I realized that we don't need to be separated off of color. It's all based off of acts and what we do. God doesn't judge us for what we look like. He judges off of our hearts and what we do in our actions.
It's crystallized gold. If you look at that, it's not like regular gold. Here, let me zoom in on it. See how those crystals?
Yeah, that's fire.
Is that pretty cool?
I don't even know what she said, but this what I hear in my head.
Did you see the one with the former commissioner of the NBA, Stern? In an email to Epstein, Epstein was like, "Hey, wait for me in the lobby," and he responds to Epstein and he goes, "That's for gold." In a conversation between the two of them, like, I don't wait in the lobby. That's
all over the files, by the way. Just hatred and like just for all other races
everywhere. And you had a great chart right here, Jake, showing exactly that.
It's basically the N-word but they're the only race that
For
has
us.
it. For everyone that's not them. Everyone is the N-word to them. It's, the goyim. It's like cattle, slaves.
Did you see the one with
Want to hear something really fascinating?
Sure.
And I have tons and tons and tons of scriptures of God changing time, of God stopping time. Right?
Joshua.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
Whenever he was talking to the prophet Isaiah came in and pronounced death. He walked in and then all of a sudden it backed up.
So here's Madonna's tattoo and it's the Kabbalah tree. And here's David Bowie drawing the Kabbalah tree. This tree is on your hands and it's basically a blueprint that represents how consciousness comes down and solidifies itself into a physical reality. Malkuth represents earth, physical reality, and Keter represents pure light consciousness. There are two ways you can use this tree. You can use it as an ascension tool to go from Malkuth, the physical world, and ascend your consciousness up the tree to divine source, or you can use it in magic to bring down the higher forces of consciousness to create a physical reality in magic. Now, we all know why these people probably use it. You can use the tree for bad reasons and for good reasons. This Christian painting called the Holy Trinity even has the Kabbalah tree inside of it, and it's from 1625, and you can find this in Rome in this church. Tree can be divided in these 4 sections, representing the 4 dimensions of consciousness: the spiritual, the mental, the emotional, and the physical. And that's how consciousness solidifies into a physical reality. We have willpower. Willpower turns into thought and thinking. Thinking turns into emotion and desire. And that turns into a physical action to create the physical world. So here's Madonna's tattoo, and it's the Kabbalah.
Tony, I've never tried mandible destruction.
You gotta watch this.
I took my daughter to this camp. They took the dads and the daughters deep into the woods, and we were going to do this exercise. And they blindfolded the daughters. And then they told the dads, all right, you're going to go and guide your daughter blindfolded through the woods. They said, now you're going to give your daughter 3 instructions and repeat them as many times as you can before the walk begins. And the instructions were, I will never leave you. You can ask me anything. And you should only listen for the sound of my voice. And I would make her repeat those back to me. And it was easy to guide her in the beginning because I could have a hand on her shoulder and we could walk and talk with each other. And then with a silent signal from a camp counselor, they would tell me I had to remove my hand. Then with another silent signal from the camp counselor, I could no longer speak unless she remembered the instructions that she could ask me anything. So as you can imagine, we started to get off track in our hike. Well, the counselor said, well, how about you follow me and I'll get you caught up with the group. The counselor walks her into a ditch and she doesn't realize it, but she's blindfolded in a ditch standing in front of a tree. And she thought for a couple minutes and I'm standing there waiting. And all of a sudden I hear 4 words, Dad, are you there? And I stood there in the woods just crying. And I'm like, yeah, I'm here. That was a moment that shaped the writing of this book because I thought about those 3 instructions and how many times I've forgotten them in my life, that he will never leave me. I can ask him anything, and I should.
Clavicular meets Isabella Moody.
Yeah.
They're saying like, babe, you haven't eaten your food since you found out that Clavicular got frame mogged.
Why is she hating on me?
She hates you so bad. It's crazy.
I don't
She's
know.
like, you see, he looks down, he's retreating, he takes everything back. I'm like, he never fucking said any of that.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with her. She's a little. With who?
Brett.
She wants to interview me.
I heard that.
With who?
With who?
Brett.
Oh, Brett? Oh, okay. Did anyone hear what I heard?
With who?
Brett.
She wants to interview me.
I heard that you said that she did, right?
I think so. I would do a.
You should ask her if she likes riding horses a little too much.
Really, I would do an interview.
Yeah, I was kidding.
Shout out to Klaus, shout out to Isabella. Clavicular meets.
हार गया आपका हीरो
show was so good. Both of them.
I don't even know what she said, cause she phone. It's phone. And she got it done. Like the way she forms. And she gon' perform. I don't even know.
There's this guy who works at a school as a janitor.
Yeah.
And he's cleaning up after a big party in the classroom, right? And there's a bunch of balloons just scattered. And then he goes on live and he's like, something is freaking me out. No one's at the school right now. Firstly, he shows that this school was built on a cemetery. So he goes into the room and there's only one balloon in the corner.
What's been freaking me out is this one right here.
Why? Just look.
No matter where I'm at in the classroom or what I decide to do, it just follows me.
No. Look.
I got you on camera now, so it's just
Yo, he sounds no. Look, he said I got you on camera now. Yo, it's moving. That's forward a bit. Look. Boom, he leaves the classroom, look what happens. All the rest of the balloons stay there. Look at this red one. No! Look at that red one. Look at that. That's crazy. Fam, it goes out. Look, he leaves even farther. Look at it pop out, fam.
Yo, that's...
I want everyone to look at the very back.
Yeah.
Because this is where it gets...
Oh,
There's this guy who works at a school as a janitor.
Yeah.
And then he's cleaning up after...
Sam, better lead blocker, Joey Colcuts or Fat Perez?
Who's that?
Joey Colcuts or Fat Perez? Better lead blocker on the goal line.
Oh, gotta go. I mean, FP's got some, center of gravity.
He's a unit.
I'm gonna have to go Joey though.
Joey? There we go. We got Joey.
Would you rather live with Zionist control or without Zionist control?
I want to live without foreign influence as much as possible.
What's the majority of foreign influence in America?
I imagine it's going to be for the U.S., probably APAC and Israel. Why are you acting like I'm afraid to say it? I'm not afraid to say it.
I'm not acting like you're afraid to say it.
I just think that right now, under the Zionist control that you claim, you have more freedoms than you would have if you were under a completely right-wing authoritarian, or the folks who want to just focus on making sure that whiteness is the major priority.
But you said yourself, the main issue is not freedom. The main problem is affordability. That's the main concern happening in America.
Sure, right now.
Okay. Well, do you agree that number one is the most important?
Yes.
Okay. Then we
No. Hold on. We don't. And these words matter. When you say what's the priority doesn't mean it's more important. I don't think affordability.
Priority doesn't mean most important.
No. Listen.
I want to know what we know about the biggest mass shooting in American history.
The official story is that Stephen Paddock barricaded in his room up on the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay, shot more than 1,000 rounds from that room, and just committed suicide with no motive, no manifesto, no explanation of why. But everyone that had been there had experienced something completely different than that. Some of these machine guns are in different locations while they're simultaneously firing, just from the way they sound. Like an hour and a half after this guy's allegedly shot himself in the head, we have at least 9 different police body cams. All of them in different locations around the strip record like 7 to 5 volleys of automatic gunfire. Basically, something is happening at almost every casino on the strip. Then there's stuff that happens at the airport. At 10:35, air traffic control says we have an active shooter on the runway.
There's active shooters on the runway.
On the runway?
On the runway. Someone comes onto that radio call and says, I want you to kill the lights on this runway and that runway.
Can I get you to kill the lights for the 19? Level 7, I'd like the lights for the 19 off.
If you thought you had a man with a gun somewhere at night, why would you turn off the lights?
Well, the only reason that I would think of is because you also are doing things there that will benefit you to have the darkness to get away.
I want to know what we know about the biggest mass shooting in American history.
The official...
I don't really think this can be a long stream. I think I need to...
Malone just tipped
Go
$5.
IRL, you bum. I
All
really
you need
can't.
to do is...
If I fuck up one time, even on a desktop stream, the cops will be arresting me probably within 10 minutes. All right? They're watching all the time. They're looking to fuck me. I don't really think this can be a long stream. I think I need to...
Malone just tipped
Go
$5.
IRL, you bum. I
All
really
you need
can't.
to do is...
If I...
Never could believe the things you do to me. I never could believe the way you are. mental when I'm smoking on that get so center.
Alright, knock it up. Now. Alright. You guys wanna get on my back?
Yeah.
Fuck. Alright, let's go. You gotta, okay, alright. Oh, you gotta get up. Ooh. Right.
What the fuck?
Stay high, bro. It's like, it's less fucking. Alright. Watch your head.
Yes.
Watch your head. Okay. Alright, knock it up. Now.
You know the Michael Jackson Neverland theory? Neverland, no. Neverland's kind of like an amusement park. Yeah. They would just have fun and sleep over at Michael Jackson's house. What people didn't like was, is he doing that because he's getting like some pleasure off of it? So it became a whole all over the news. Guess what was happening the exact same time that was happening? Epstein's Island.
Oh, I think I heard of that.
That was the first time like Epstein's Island was being exposed. Was during the whole Michael Jackson Neverland scandal. So theory was that you'll put all the attention on MJ because the whole world's gonna listen about that, and then they don't have to worry about the Jefferson Island because the world leaders on Jefferson Island. Do you know the Michael Jackson Neverland theory? Neverland, no. Neverland's kind of like an amusement park. Yeah. They would just have fun and sleep over at Michael Jackson's house.
Yeah, Michael Jackson owned half of Sony Records. All the Western tracks. Was gonna take the other half, said Tony Montoya is a devil. And of course his anti-Semitism and his Nazi clothes.
Breaking news, the FBI has just dropped 3.5 million documents in the Epstein files mentioning goyim, pizza, and grape soda.
Oh, wow. Probably has nothing to do with Israel.
Our greatest ally? Of course not. Who doesn't like pizza?
Exactly. John, break it down for us.
Chloe and Michael, good morning. Let's just ask the FBI, how do you like your pizza and grape soda?
Christian white ones only. As young as it gets.
What the f***? Did he just say as young as it gets?
Yep, remember what Israel posted on Twitter?
Right.
Age is just a number.
Exactly. So Talmudic. Let's see what's going on in Pettawood. You're different than the other guys.
Can I be honest with you? I'm actually a black woman.
Cut! That was so fake and gay. Now, Schneiderstein wants to see your feet in his trailer.
So we wanted this film to be so fake and gay, it's retarded.
Why was Mr. Space E. Clooney and Jay-Z in the files, Director Berg?
They just like pizza and grape soda.
There you have it, folks. Noticing is antiseptic.
Yeah.
Wow, thanks, Ching Chong. Wasn't what Elon in there over 7,000 times?
He made a woman get an abortion with a wooden hanger.
Sick Let's hear what the normies are saying.
What do you think about Trumpstein being in the files thousands of times?
It's 100% a Democrat hoax. That's retarded.
So, bro, did you know Epstein calls us goyim? Look, I'm not interested in your Jewish hatred, stupid Nazi, and get your cisgender privilege out of my face. I'm a black woman.
My bad, bro. Did you see they're trafficking through Wayfair in the files?
Yeah, it's the satanic Jews. My son got arrested for a joint, and they can't even arrest the island kid f***ers. I'm sick of this shit.
Facts.
That's absolutely bait.
It's about time that humanity understands pure demonic evil truly exists.
Left, right, conservative Democrats, all of them. Facts. Did you know Pope John Paul II was Epstein's roommate in the Vatican? Let me say that again. He was their roommate.
That's right. And remember Pizzagate? Turns out the guy who shot their servers, making them lose their evidence, was just killed by police in North Carolina. Just a crazy coincidence. Right, Shapiro-Stein?
Just because this was a gathering place for my friend Alephantis and John Podesta's emails talked about pizza and sacrificing chickens to Moloch doesn't mean they're guilty. Stupid goyim.
Thanks, Shapiro-Stein. And here's the police sketch connected to a missing persons case, specifically Madeleine McCann. Even the normies can tell that's the Podestas. But in case you still think their pizza emails with Hillary isn't suspicious, here's some of the art they collect. Safe to say, total freaks. That's right. There's even videos that came out during WikiLeaks of them extracting adrenochrome like frickin' blood-sucking vampires. But they're Jewish, so noticing is antiseptic. Speaking of vampires, let's go to Ching Chong, who joins us live in Transylvania after this quick commercial break.
Hey, nerd, why don't you go read your nerd books? What a nerd.
Hey, man. I stand in solidarity with you guys. I know what it feels like to be treated differently. Thanks, man. End hatred. Jewish lives matter too.
We're here in Transylvania, located in the heart of Romania, the same country that Erica Kirk had her orphan ring. And most people don't know this, but King Charles is a blood descendant of Vlad the Impaler, the real-life Dracula. Makes you wonder if we've been conditioned to think these bloodsuckers were just a myth. Even Dracula wore the Star of David. Not even kidding.
Wow, thanks, Ching Chong. Do you think these people are like reptilians or something?
Pretty sure they're descendants of fallen angels. Gosh.
Maybe the Bible was accurate.
It was.
Yeah.
Shut it down! What are you, some sort of Christ sympathizers? We put him on the cross for a reason, just like Epstein did to those innocent miners.
Yes, exactly, Producer Berg.
Doesn't the Talmud say he's burning in feces?
Yeah, but he was Jewish, just like us.
Yeah.
Now, back to the goy slop.
Whatever you say, Daisy.
Thanks, Daisy. Just because Trumpstein would host packing girls at Mar-a-Lago and measure them for their tightness doesn't mean he's a bad guy. This is all a Russian hoax. Right, Trumpstein?
Did you read those new files that were published by the Department of Justice?
I have a lot of things I'm doing, a lot of things I'm doing. I don't know. You mentioned two names. I'm sure they're fine.
Good call, Trumpstein.
How about that one where a victim alleged that a sheik gave Trumpstein his virgin daughter and Epstein replies, "I love when that happens"? Totally normal and allegedly nothing new.
I think the weirdest parts were about how they would eat babies and extract adrenochrome while torturing them, but that's just me.
I think it's really time for the country to get onto something else. Really. Now that nothing came out about me, other than it was a conspiracy against me, literally, by Epstein and other people. But I think it's time now for the country to maybe get onto something else.
But what would you say to people who feel like they haven't gotten justice, Mr. President?
Something that people care about.
Yeah, let's just move on to healthcare.
Yeah, because that's definitely more important than politicians raping minors.
Exactly. Stu Peters, explain how cooked we are.
These people are sick. On both sides. Right before pedophile Trump was president, we had pedophile Joe Biden, the guy who was accused of child molestation by his daughter. Remember that?
Fake news. Just because one or two presidents were into creepy stuff doesn't mean they all were. Just look at the beloved black one. Stupid Stu.
And before we had Trump or Biden as president, we had Barack Obama, who was ordering up thousands of pizza and hot dogs. All of these people are sick.
Shut it down, Stu. They like pizza and grape soda. It's that simple. Yeah, he may have admitted to being an Israeli asset, but if you bring that up, you're all fired.
Jeez, he's so cranky.
Yeah, poor victim. Didn't have his coffee this morning.
Anyway, pull up file 1023.
Should I read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, it says, Epstein was close to the former Prime Minister of Israel, Ehud Barak, and trained as a spy under him. End quote.
Well, there you have it, folks. Noticing is antiseptic.
Yeah. Let's get some insight from the Jake GTV investigation team. Insightful take. Let's see another email. It says, let the goyim deal in the real world while hedge fund investors get rich by betting on shipping prices through futures contracts. We're like their slaves.
You think about the satanic pedos in the files?
Dude, enough with the conspiracy theories. No!
What happened?
Dude, leave me alone. My player just got injured.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Love himself.
What do you think about Bill getting an STD from Russian models and slipping his wife antibiotics?
Bill is ending climate change and stopping COVID. Racist fascist.
What do you think about the files?
You must not be a groiper. I actually wish I was Epstein. He's got aura. Go watch Nick to find out why.
Who's responsible for the files?
Wasn't that like a Russian hoax or something?
Yeah, where'd you hear that?
I saw a documentary on Goyflix about it.
Classic Jews. Shut it the heck down, Tom. Get your antiseptic, non-chosen ass back to the studio. You're gonna read Anne's diary from start to finish or you're fired. Now, run the freaking commercials.
We were promised this land by God.
We didn't want to have to end the Sand People. We had to do it because God said so.
Time to flee to Israel.
Would you believe me if I said it was Russia?
Because it wasn't us, we promise. Black Rock.
Because you're not chosen.
Yeah, because the Israeli Jew totally worked for Russia.
How are we even supposed to believe that?
I can't. Back to you guys in the studio.
You think that's funny? Because I sure don't. The idea that we would be even remotely involved in 9/11, Charlie Kirkberg, or Epstein would be utterly ridiculous. Now, back to the studio, and you stupid goyim better blame Russia or you're fired.
How could he have worked for Russia if everyone knows her dad is an Israeli Mossad agent?
Because the Talmud says they're allowed to lie to us.
That's right. We're just goyim.
Ching Chong joins us live off the coast of Spain.
Thanks, guys. We're here in the Canary Islands, and the latest file drop exposed a dark secret. Jeffrey wrote an email about Robert Maxwell threatening Mossad for $400 million to expose the American intel he was sending off to Tel Aviv. Let's ask the police what they found.
Well, we found no signs of a heart attack or drowning. The report does mention a small fissure behind the ear, so it was obviously Israel.
Shut it the heck down. Get your freaking antiseptic butt back to America or you'll end up like Jackie. Now, back to the goy slop or you're all canceled.
Jeez, producer Berg, calm down.
He's so cute when he's angry.
All right, let's listen to Tel Aviv Ted. Apparently, we're the bad guys for not liking genocide or pedophiles.
We should have bipartisan agreement. How about we all come together and say, let's stop murders? How about we all come together and say, let's stop rape? How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles?
What the heck? Is that taken out of context?
No, that's pretty much the position.
So what's going on with Jeffrey's wife in prison?
Let's ask our investigation team for the facts. Did you know Ghislaine is the only inmate who gets to have a puppy in prison? Is anybody else sick of Jewish kid fuckers getting special privileges?
We don't stupid Goyam. Me mom was in the Holly.
Gosh, it must be so hard to be chosen.
Thank you. Finally, you understand how hard it is to rule the world.
Oh, I could only imagine the pressure you're under.
Exactly.
No.
Now, Shapiro-Stein, explain to the Goyam that the Epstein files have nothing to do with us.
The Epstein files. There are none, apparently. Now, again, a lot of people were shocked by this. I'm less shocked by this than some. Okay, as far as the Epstein list, what I have been told by my sources is that there is no Epstein list. That basically there's a black book of Jeffrey Epstein contacts.
Did he just deny the 6 million files? What the f*** is this then, dumbass? Or this? What is this? Explain. Explain.
Okay, those tapes are just child porn. That's all. That's what they are. That's why the FBI is not releasing them. Those contacts, there is no evidence, according to the DOJ and the FBI, and again, that's public. There's no evidence that any of those third parties were having girls trafficked to them.
Dude, how do you think those minors got there in the first place? Prince Andrew's literally standing over a dead body, and there's literal receipts from Wayfair. Dumbass.
Gosh, Ching Chong is so base. Straight up.
I wonder how Jenny's doing down in Venezuela.
Oh, probably sipping pina coladas with her homegirls.
All good, Jenny?
What you want, gringo? I run this bitch puta. Try me and I'll gouge your eyes out. Who else wants a piece of this?
Forget Venezuelan oil when you can have soybean oil with our new and improved Goislip Jr. Burger Supreme. Now with extra seed oils.
Goislip Jr.
Anyways, did you hear what Trumpstein said about God?
No, what?
Check this shit out.
You know, Mike Johnson's a very religious person, and he does not hide it. He'll say to me sometimes at lunch, "Sir, may we pray?" I say, "Excuse me? We're having lunch." You know, the Oval. It's okay with me. But he's a very religious person, and he is popular, and he's doing an unbelievable job. So I think God is watching over you. God is watching over him. I don't know about me. So I hang around with him because I feel I'm protected a little bit.
Wait, isn't it supposed to be one nation under God?
Yep.
So shouldn't we have a president who believes they're acting in God's interest?
Bingo. Dennis, take it away.
You guys get it. Anyways, if you're still not following Jake GTV, you're either a triple boosted vegan or just genuinely retarded.
Jewish people have feelings too.
Just because we do genocide and blackmail your politicians doesn't mean we're not oppressed.
Because you're not chosen.
Time to flee to Israel.
Congratulations, you made it to the end. That's what I call based. If you want to learn more about the sentient AI being ushered into a city near you, grab my book, The Digital Prison. Otherwise, if you want to keep us on air, just hit the like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Did you shadow ban Jake GTV?
Sir, we did, but he keeps breaking the algorithm.
Ramp up the Fed slop. We need to divide the Goyim.
Breaking news, the FBI has just dropped
Oh, that was good. See what's next. That's Jake GTV here on New York Radio 90.1.
Did you guys see this video? Looks like Epstein has a child staked to the lawn and is burning them with the magnifying glass. Why? Because that's how you get the adrenochrome going, right? You have to get the adrenaline going in the blood, and then you have to terrorize them to have the adrenaline oxidize into adrenochrome. That's a drug addict, man. You see how the person's doing that? I don't know if I can play the video for you or not, but I'll put the link. Yeah, That's how they get the adrenochrome out. They have to torture the child. That's the same reason he had a dentist chair. They have to torture the child to get the adrenaline going, then terrorize them to oxidize it into adrenochrome. This is why we have to pass the Full Disclosure Act, people, because it's not just Jeffrey Epstein, okay? It's not just the elite and the billionaires. It's fucking everybody, people. It is all around you. Most people are in the occult. I keep trying to teach you that. Most people are in the occult. Study this picture right now. Study it. Then sign, share, and promote the Full Disclosure Act and wear Lethal 22 clothes, right? Let's get this shit on the streets, man. Get it on the streets so the occult knows they are busted. They have a kid staked to the lawn, burning them with a magnifying glass. Why? Because they're adrenochrome junkies, people. That's what this is about. It's about adrenochrome. Wake up, because this is how the occult always gets busted, and they are fucking busted again. I love you all. Peace. Welcome to Breckenridge, Colorado, the little town that stole my kid, because I keep exposing that the occult did COVID-19 and that the occult does things like burns kids with magnifying glass because they're all witchcraft scumbags. Yep. This town is nothing but Masonic witchcraft. Peace.
First time when we ever done it with Papa, the first time when we done it, we had feared so much.
When you did what?
When you killed a baby, first time. And
You killed a baby?
Yes.
You yourself?
With Papa. Papa holding my hand, he helped me. And he told me to cut the baby's head off. And he forced me to. I couldn't.
He held your hand?
He held my hand. Yes.
Like what? Show me.
So this is my hand on the knife. He put his big hand on, and he pushed my hand and then cut off the head. Like that. And then when we got older, we got more used to it. But then we understood that when my mum found out about it, she told me that it's wrong to do this kind of stuff. So then but then me and Gabriel had still been used to it, but then we had understood that it's wrong.
And so, what's your decision is?
And our decision, we had still a lot of fear in our head, but then when we read the book called June, it said that fear is the mind killer. So when we heard that, we thought that it was true. It was not really true. But then after, there was a man called Abraham who came to help us. He said that it is true, that fear is the mind killer. And then after, he said we had to face our fear. And then after we faced our fear,
Look in the camera. Camera is here.
and then after,
Camera is here.
and then after we faced our fear.
So what's you decided?
And
Come here, Gabriel.
And we decided that we should stop. Or then we said,
Come, Gabriel. Come closer to it.
First time when we
Oh, I got the most exciting call last week.
And remember, kids, the next time that somebody tells you the government want to do that, oh, yes, they want.
No credible information. None. If there were, I would bring the case yesterday that he trafficked to other individuals. And the information we have, again, is limited.
So the answer is no one?
For the information that we have.
I always wonder how dumb this goyim sometimes can be. They say, you killed our God.
They are legitimately, proactively protecting pedophiles.
They are protecting pedophiles at this point.
By redacting the abusers' names. The White House, listen up everybody, the fucking White House is protecting pedophiles. You hear that? They're fucking protecting pedophiles.
For the radio listeners, that was a whole human body all dressed up like a turkey. Look, holy fuck.
And remember, kids, the next time that somebody tells you the government wouldn't do that, oh yes they would.
No credible information. None. If there were, I would bring the case yesterday that he trafficked to other individuals. And the information we have, again, is limited.
So the answer is no one?
For the information that we have.
I always wonder how dumb this goyim sometimes can be. They say, you killed our God!
They are legitimately, proactively protecting pedophiles.
They are protecting pedophiles at this point.
By redacting the abusers' names. The White House, listen up everybody, the fucking White House is protecting pedophiles. You hear that? They're fucking protecting pedophiles.
Because the Epstein files have been released. All of y'all are acting fucking normal. Epstein files have been released. And all of y'all are acting normal. All of y'all are acting normal. They can laugh, but y'all can Google it. They can laugh, but y'all can Google it. The Epstein files have been released, and all of y'all are acting normal. All of y'all are acting normal.
They're really constipated. They might not look so goddamn much.
Airport is acting normal.
Everybody's calling.
No, you shut the fuck up.
Oh, wait, don't say nothing.
Because the Epstein files, what I'm reading, and everybody in this room can read. If you go to Google right now, everybody in this room can read. They are eating babies. They are trafficking children. And if you think for a second any fucking thing in your life matters, you are on the fucking wrong side of history. You are on the fucking wrong side of history. It don't matter about life. It don't matter about everybody's still acting normal. It don't matter about this nigga walking past me right now. I don't. Because the Epstein files have been released.
Jews like to act like, oh, we just got randomly persecuted, and they've somehow weaseled their way into a victim category because of this, Holocaust that they, want everybody in the world to just consistently talk about. They don't talk about Christian Holocaust, by the way. They don't talk about the Bolshevik Holocaust, the Holodomor, the Armenian Holocaust, genocide, whatever you want to call it. In fact, in Israel, they deny all of those Holocausts. Those were Jews killing Christians. Like 40,000 Christian churches were burned. Like they mass murdered like between 30 and 60 million Christians. And this was before World War II. They want everybody to talk about their Holocaust while at the same time being the biggest Holocaust deniers on the planet. They only want to talk about the 6 million Jews that died during the Holocaust, which was absolutely untrue. It was not 6 million Jews. Auschwitz.org has revised that figure from 4 million that died at Auschwitz to 1 million. But yet they say that, and every time you get in an argument with them, you're anti-Semitic or, the Holocaust. It's like, half my people died in the Holocaust. I'm not whining about it. We didn't get hundreds of billions of dollars in Holocaust reparations. In fact, your country, Israel, denies my Holocaust. Jews like to act like, oh, we just got randomly persecuted, and they've somehow